Hi guys. So for today's reading, we are going to be looking into why you might be currently overthinking and some advice in dealing with that. We have 3 piles today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, I would really appreciate it if you could like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow, and it helps to spread these messages to other people who could use them as well. And it's a great way to give back energetically for the energetic healing session I'm bringing to you today. And another great way that you can do that is through donating to my channel. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wishlist, and my P.O. box all in the description box below if you'd like to do that. I really appreciate anybody who does any of those things, and I really appreciate the people leaving timestamps as well. It's another great way to give back. And if you check out my other channel, Dee's Storytime, where I have a lot of poetry from this channel, it's in the link below in the description box as well. And if you could like, share, comment, subscribe over there, that really helps me out as well. And I really truly appreciate anybody who does any of those things. So thank you guys so much for that and for your support given to me in return for what I'm giving to you. I really appreciate that there are so many of you that have been giving back so much. So let's get started with pile 1. Things you might be overthinking right now and advice in dealing with that. Pisces, intuitive. Taurus, Gemini, intelligent, Sagittarius, optimistic, and Gemini. Boy, a lot of zodiac signs came out in this one. You might be overthinking some of your friendship situations. Might be overthinking things and kind of going into a spiral of negativity or negative thinking, maybe thinking people are out to get you, or people are targeting you, or people are two-faced around you, something along those lines. You might be being very stubborn, very rigid in the way that you are dealing with people because of this. You're being asked to really focus your mind on positive things. Focus your mind on the good things going on around you, the things that are tangible around you. You're also being asked to really take some quiet time in prayer, meditation. Somewhere in nature is going to be most helpful. If you live in a big city or something and you can't get away to nature, you can always find a little corner of it somewhere in the city. There's usually a park or some kind of little treed area or some kind of little flower garden or something along those lines. Maybe even think about getting some plants and growing them inside of your space so that you have a little bit of nature that you can escape to. But that's going to help you to find a more peaceful stance so you can listen to your intuition better. I feel like you may actually be dealing with some people who have been very two-faced or who have taken advantage of your trust and things like that, because you're a very trusting person. You're also a very trustworthy person. And so there could be some people who have hurt you in some sort of way, and it's causing you to question pretty much everything. Z. Get to the root of why it hurt you so much, and that will help as well. ZVN7. S. I didn't even know S was there. And E. So the whole word of 7 is here. Z. D. T. Y. I didn't grab quite as many of these this time because I wanted this part to go a little bit quicker because I know there's going to be a lot going on in the rest of it. C. Seen. There may have been somebody who's seen what was going on in some sort of way as well. I feel like things are going to work out for your highest good, whether you know it or not. Teen. Teensy. This problem may be a lot smaller than you think it is as well. Zine. Z. T. Teed up. Dean. Divide. Den. Send. So you may be having some issues feeling like you're a little unseen, or feeling like people don't notice you, or people do not find you to be as important as they are to you. For some of you as well, you may be sending messages and then sitting and overthinking it as you're waiting for the responses or something along those lines. So let's see what our cards say today. We have the cheetah. We have the golden egg. So you might be feeling like maybe you missed an opportunity of some sort, but know that you didn't miss an opportunity, and anything that is meant for you is going to be for you. You also might be worried about when it's time to move or when it's time to take action. Just know that you'll know when it's time to take action. You'll know when this opportunity is presenting itself to you. This is an opportunity that you won't miss, whatever this opportunity is. We have the Devil, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have Temperance. So you're being asked to have patience. You may be acting a little bit impulsively out of your fears. You might actually be chasing something a little too aggressively because you may be feeling like there might be a third party, or you might be constantly questioning whether or not somebody's cheating on you. You may actually be creating a lot of negative energy in your life, in your space, and you may actually be pushing people away because of this fear that's going on inside of you. You also may not be acting on a certain opportunity. For some of you, it could be that you're not acting on a certain opportunity. You're kind of paralyzed by this fear, and you're unsure of whether or not you'd be good enough for whatever opportunity this is, because whoever this is that you might be, I feel like it's a person, and whoever this is that you might be scoping out, you're feeling like they got lots of options, and like, you just couldn't hold up to that, or like they would cheat on you simply because they have a lot of options. And you know what? Just because somebody has a lot of options doesn't mean they're going to cheat on you. In fact, a lot of times the ones that end up cheating on you are the ones that don't seem to have many options. You know what? If somebody with a shit ton of options chose you to be in a relationship with, then generally they must have found something there that they really liked. Really being able to bring your emotions and your passions into balance is going to help you as well. Taking time for meditation, like I was saying, taking time for meditation, for prayer, getting in nature, finding peace is really going to help. Getting out and having fun with your friends as well may really help you too. Having something else going on in your life so that you're not solely focused on this situation, to where you feel like if this situation is gone, it's the end of the world. When you need something that bad, that is an addiction. That is a codependency. And it's time to really remind yourself that, hey, I was doing just fine before this person came into my life. If this doesn't work out, then I will be doing just fine after this person is gone from my life. And to not place so much importance on the situation that it's causing issues for yourself or the other person. Really addressing the triggers for your fears is going to help you as well. If there's things that you feel like you guys need to talk about, then address it openly and have a conversation about it. And if the conversation with this person causes you to feel even more worried, then maybe it's time to move away from this situation, so it's not messing you up so badly. It's time to really kind of pull your energy back from people a little bit and take some time for peace, but also not to pull yourself and isolate away from the world either, because I really feel like getting out and having some fun is going to help you too. Don't close yourself off from others because you may lose them. Instead, enjoy every moment that you get. Life is precious and sometimes short. So, show love with all of your heart. So, yeah, you might be closing yourself off from opportunities to have fun with people, to go out with people, to enjoy your time with people, because you're too afraid to take action to go after these dreams that you have, or to go after these opportunities that are being presented to you, because you're worried that you may lose those people. And so at the end of the day, you lose out on the bulk of the time that you could have had with them simply because you were upset and afraid that you could have lost them. I can't help but to think of you every time I see kindness. So, somebody is really thinking about you, and they're thinking about you because every time they see kindness, it reminds them of you. You are an amazing light and a beautiful person in this world, and there really is so much kindness coming out of you. And you are really missing out on a great opportunity with somebody who sees how beautiful you are inside because of the past pain and hurt that you've gone through. Take a walk in the moonlight to release the darkness and to get in touch with your intuition and feminine power. Allow yourself to be flexible, adaptable, to be yielding, to allow life to flow around you without getting so attached to it that it pulls you down into the tide, you know? Yeah. You know how when a ship sinks, there's that big, huge undertow that pulls everything down? It's like you're allowing that to pull you down instead of realizing that you could just swim away from that point and take a different path. You are your own worst enemy. No more self-defeating behaviors. So you may be very seriously self-sabotaging here because you're not just enjoying the moment. You're not just living life. You are getting too stuck on the idea that this may end, and you get too, it's like you get a little obsessed with this may end. And so I can't have fun right now. I can't even think about having fun right now because I need to know whether or not this is going to be permanent in my life, and nothing is ever permanent. Really, nothing is ever permanent. Things are going to end at some point for every single situation that there is. Things will end at some point because, everybody dies someday too. I mean, things will come to an end in one way or another at some point. So why lose the best time that you could have ever had by focusing on things ending and how much it's going to hurt you instead of focusing on, hey, I'm really enjoying my time right now with this person, and this is such an amazing time I have. I'm going to put it to use in the best ways I can. There's a balance to everything. Without one side, you could never have the other. Plus, you wouldn't appreciate it so much either. So, without the shadow, there could never be light. If you listen to Bob Ross, Bob Ross talks about this a lot. Without having the shadows, you can't show the light. Without the dark, there is no light. Without the dark, there is no beauty to appreciate in this world. So you have to have those dark, horrible, painful, awful moments in order to be able to see and appreciate the good moments. So don't keep those dark, horrible, awful moments. Don't let those keep you from appreciating the beautiful, amazing, wonderful moments anymore. Because those are supposed to enhance those moments. They're not supposed to destroy those moments. And you're allowing self-sabotaging to keep you in that state where you are destroying those moments instead. So, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can lead a man to knowledge, but you can't make him think. Learning to love myself first brings love to me. And so, I'm not going to tell you don't hope for people to change. Don't believe that people can, because you know what? People can change. They change all the time, every day. But they also have to want to do it themselves. They want to have to make those improvements in their life. They want to have to shift their mindset. They want to have to do the work that is included and involved in that. And some people just are not going to do that. No matter what happens, people are not going to do that. And so you have to learn how to let go of those situations as well. You may even be dealing with some people who have addictions in some sort of way and trying to help them come out of that, things like that. And the whole thing is, unless they actually want to come out of those things, they are not going to come out of those things. And so it's time to move away from that situation, to love yourself enough to put a distance between you and the things that are bringing you down, instead of allowing that world to crowd over your world and tear your world apart. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates with you, what you're going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2, for you guys. Let's see why you might be overthinking right now and some advice on dealing with that. We have Pisces, Libra, Aries, definitely a family matter I'm feeling for the majority of you who picked this pile. Scorpio, what's hidden from you? Aquarius. You may even have some messages coming to you from the other side. People trying to alert you to the things that are hidden beneath the surface. And you might be overthinking some of that and coming up with some bigger scenarios than what it is. It may just be something very simple that is not as big as you're thinking it is. You might be overthinking the conflict or drama going on in your life, the chaos, the fights going on in your life. There may be some fights in the background that are hidden from you as well. And that could be a lot of what people are trying to alert you to, but you might be thinking that they're trying to alert you to people coming at you. You might be overthinking what's right and what's wrong, what's fair, what's balanced. You might be overthinking whether or not justice is going to be served in a certain situation as well. You might also be overthinking a little bit too much about what your beliefs are, feeling like you have to have them right now, set in stone, and know everything. And in all actuality, we're constantly learning, changing, growing, things like that. And if we aren't, then we're stuck. We're stagnant. We're in that pig-headed, self-righteous, judgmental energy. And you know what? You're doing just fine if you keep an open mind. And I really feel like there's a need for an open mind here. Like you might be judging yourself or others harshly in some sort of way. Something like that. MGM Grand is coming to mind. B, I'm pretty sure that's a hotel casino in Vegas. Z, there might be some more somewhere else in the world. I don't know. V, Q, L, D, W, N, Wednesday, E, R, L, U, P, plus, Epluberus is coming to mind. I don't know why. Men, lead, den, pen, when, Gwen, Guinevere, gird, germ, bell. You might be worried about germs a little bit too much. You might be a germaphobe or something along those lines. And really, you know, how do you build an immune system if you are not around germs, for one thing? But pull. You might be worried about, you might be really overthinking a lot of what you're doing because of germs or because of something along those lines. For some of you, pull, rule, rule, like rules, ruled. Could have something to do with a boss or with somebody that seems in a higher position of authority than you, or somebody that maybe, there could even be somebody abusing their authority in some sort of way, and you might be overthinking this because there's not much that you can do about it right now, but you know what? There will be in the future as long as you continue to work on what you've got going on. Queen. Queens Don't is the song that just came to mind. Three of Pentacles. Strength, Two of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Unicorn, and the Starfish. It's time to step up into your bold energy, into your courageous energy, to make the solid offers towards what you're wanting to make those offers towards. You may actually even be building something business-wise, work-wise, building stability in your life, financial security in your life, building up, you might even be wanting to take care of others, and that's a lot of the reason why you're working on this. But you might be a little bit indecisive because you're blocking out your intuition. Your indecision is blocking out your intuition. There's a need to really get into a quiet, peaceful, stable energy. Take a few deep breaths. Allow all of that negative energy to just melt away and every muscle in your body to just relax. And as you feel yourself relaxing, allow all of your thoughts to just drift away and just sit in silence for a little bit. Just allow yourself to be okay with the way things are right now. You're maybe even thinking about making the decision to be able to regenerate something, bring something back to life, whether or not you can or can't do that. You might be questioning your beliefs, your values, your morals, what you were taught to believe growing up, whether or not that's what you believe now, whether or not that's the same path that you want to follow, whether or not that got in the way of you going after what you wanted for yourself, whether or not you were pleasing others with the decisions that you made in the past, things like that. And you're really being asked to tame those inner demons, to really reflect on what makes you calm and peaceful. You really need to get into this calm and peaceful state and just allow yourself some time away from others to really be able to reflect inwards, to understand what's going on inside of yourself, to learn from yourself, to learn about yourself so that you can understand the world around you a little bit better as well, and what things are going on and why people are doing things. I really feel like there is definitely something that you want to commit your time, your energy, your efforts towards, and it is something that could be very successful, but you really need to check yourself and understand what is most important to you deep down, because what is most important to you deep down is what you should be working towards. And I feel like you're having a very hard time overthinking whether or not you should make a certain choice, but that's because you're trying to decide whether or not you should make the choice that is best for you and those that you love, that you care about, or whether or not you should make the choice for other people and what they expect of you, and or whether or not you should be making that choice for money and financial success instead of what you feel is important, or something along those lines, where you're having a constant tug of war in your mind over the decisions that you're making. Move forward knowing that your innermost dreams will come true. So know that your dreams are going to come true. Know that you are having the thoughts you're thinking for a reason. Jacob Lee, Conscience, great song. I know I've mentioned that one a lot on here, but that is a really, really great song. And he talks about how we have the ideas that we have for a reason. You have these ideas for a reason, and it's time to start putting these ideas into action with faith, belief, and trust in yourself and the universe to be able to bring it together. You shine brighter than gold. So there's also a song called Brighter Than Gold. I think it's by King Louis II. Brighter than gold, brighter than gold. I feel it coming, coming. I was born for the stage, like lightning striking. Yeah, I don't remember the rest of the words right now. And boy, my singing today sucks quite a bit. But you shine brighter than gold, and you are going to make whatever it is that are your dreams come true. Don't allow others to take your power. Step up and claim your throne. I was born for the throne. By the way, that's in the same song too. I was born for the throne. Don't ask others to take your, or don't allow others to take your power. It's time to make the best decisions for yourself. It's time to go after what you want to go after what's most important to you, and to take everybody else's thoughts, opinions, or whatever they got and shove it up their ass, because you don't need that shit. Listen to all the signs around you. Tune into the guidance that is coming in. Value yourself and know your worth. Believe that you are love. So, listen to the signs, the synchronicities, all the messages coming into you. Those two songs are going to be very integral for you to watch and listen to. Tune into the guidance coming in your way. Oh, and Amber Run, I Found Love. Great song. The music video is awesome, and there's actually a part 2 called Pilot as well. So, you should check out those songs too. I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Value yourself. Know your worth. Believe that you are loved. You are amazing. You may be thinking that you cannot accomplish what you're setting out to do, that you're just this little tiny person. How are you supposed to create something so big? How are you really supposed to make an impact and change the lives around you? How are you supposed to take care of all these people and nurture them and provide for them? Things like that. But know that you can do it, that you really can do it, and that you are coming to life. You're really coming to life. Stop looking at things in such a shallow energy as well. Really start to see the beauty and the depth of yourself and the world around you. It's really time to look in the mirror and see what you truly see. What is underneath all the makeup or all the hair products or all the nice clothes? You don't need any of that to be who you are. Who you are is the most valuable aspect of you. Not what you wear, not what you have, not what you hold. It's who you are. So believe in who you are, and who you are is somebody who can achieve these things. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear your comments on whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to know what you're working on as well. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. I almost felt like I was in a stoned energy during that last pile. So let's see what you guys may be overthinking right now and how we can ease those fears here. We got Capricorn, Libra, Virgo. Definitely overthinking Capricorn. Wow, you could be very severely addicted to overthinking. Capricorn, ambitious. So your goals, your dreams, what you're working towards, you may be overworking. You may be working yourself to the point of complete exhaustion, especially in your thoughts. You're working yourself up in your thoughts to a point of complete exhaustion. You may be even overthinking or questioning constantly the addictions of others as well. You may be constantly worried about those things. You might be worried about your own addictions and how they're affecting you or something along those lines. There could actually be something to do with the law here or court here that you might be overthinking as well. You might be constantly overthinking your appearance and whether or not it comes off at the way that you want it to come off. For some of you, you might be constantly thinking about what's right, what's wrong, what's fair, what's balanced, trying to organize things, trying to control things, trying to keep things going the way that you want them to go. You might be constantly focused on taking charge or taking action or being responsible. You might be having a really hard time just allowing yourself to enjoy life. It's time to go to the park and swing on a swing. It really is. It's time to go to a water park and allow the water to shoot you in the butt. I don't know. Something that is going to make you feel fun and useful again. Play some hopscotch, jump rope. Take some time to let your inner child out. Stop trying to box up the beautiful energy that is you and stop working yourself into the ground because you're worried that you need to just take care of everything all the time and I have to be so responsible and everything's my responsibility and I have to work and I have to work and I have to work. And what about the important things in life too? Not to mention, you're going to get a lot more done if you have a balanced approach to it and if you really take time out to feed every part of yourself and to take care of yourself. It's going to make things much better in your life, and especially if you're dealing with addiction of some sort, because you might be using that addiction to make it through your day. Some of you it could be meth, some of you it could be alcohol, because you don't have anything else but your work now because you're stuck doing only that, or whatever the case may be. Allowing your inner child to come out for some guilt-free fun and just enjoying yourself is really going to bring you into a higher vibrational level. L-Y, loyal, J-O, joy, U-R, journey. It's a journey. It's not going to be done in a day. This is something that's going to take time. And no matter how much you try to control it, no matter how much you try to steer it, no matter how much you try to put every ounce of your strength into working, it's going to take time. Your, our, F. So you could be trying also, you may be overthinking also turning something from yours to ours. H, hour. You could be hourly. You could be, you could be really worried about whether or not you're making enough money as well. You could be really overthinking that and feeling like you need to work several jobs because you just don't have enough. You're not valuable enough with that. 4, like the number 4, or 4, like working for somebody else. 4th, the 4th of July could be important here as well, because we have July here too. K, here it's Independence Day. R, D, T, W, South, Southern. Toe, how, row, down, towel, tour. Some of you could be tour guides as well. Yeah, there's really a need to just focus on having some fun, celebrating, living life, freeing yourself from this constant. It's like you have an inner parent inside of you beating you up all the time and telling you that no matter what you do, it's not good enough. And you really need to start feeling like what you do is good enough and that you can rest, that you can play, that you can have some fun, that you can enjoy life, and you're still good enough. Wheel of the Year, Illumination. Some people will tell you you're lazy for not working every second of every day, but that's bullshit. Illumination, 10 of Cups, the Empress, and the Page of Cups. You could also be overthinking a situation where you may want to express your love and express your apologies. And it's time to do that because that will bring a massive change. You may even be overthinking whether or not the things that were covered up that are being illuminated are going to be bad. You might be constantly worried that everything that's coming in, all the changes are going to be bad, but these changes are going to be very good. There's going to be a serious shift in your life that's going to bring a lot of happiness, joy, positivity, love. There's just this love. There is definitely a love connection issue going on here as well. And you may be working so damn hard to distract yourself from a situation you lost in the past, possibly as well. And it could have possibly been lost because you were so focused on working and money and all that kind of crap, and whether or not they had money, that you lost out on something amazing, or something along those lines. And now you're being asked to reveal what was going on in that time, to apologize, and not just to apologize, but to show it through action. It's time to take action, to change things, to shift things. Things that you may not have noticed or known in the past. There's definitely a very strong telepathic connection going on here as well. And if the other person is feeling all of these things and these worries and all that kind of stuff about this, that could be affecting you as well. And it could be because they're wanting to come in and illuminate these things or something like that. And they're worried about what the response is going to be. And I really just feel like there's going to be a lot of beautiful things being birthed and grown in your life. You are definitely going to be giving birth to something amazing, but it does take time. It takes patience. It takes really believing in things to be able to play out, and allowing that inner voice that's constantly critiquing you, constantly telling you this isn't logical, because that could be part of it too. You might actually be going, oh, this isn't logical. This isn't real. This isn't something that's actually happening. And really it is happening. Somebody remembers something that you did for them in the past. You may have even illuminated things for someone, helped them to find happiness and joy in life and in the world around them, in the simple things and the simple pleasures, something along those lines. And this person really wants to return that favor now as well for some of you. You have a very strong energy of knowing what's up ahead. And you may be questioning whether or not you actually believe it, whether or not you even believe in your gifts, whether or not you even believe that these cycles could ever change. And it's time to really believe that happiness can come in for you too, and that you deserve it. Happiness becomes you. Death Becomes Her is the movie that just popped in my mind for some reason. Happiness becomes you. Keep filling your soul with light. It spills over and all around you. You might be a little too concerned with what others think and want instead of what you want and think and feel like you should be going after. Overcoming past abuse helps you to be able to move forward. Reach out to those that you love. Feel and know that you are never alone, and ask for help. It may even be reaching out to your family members like your mother or your children. Reach out to them. Feel and know that you're not alone. Ask for the help you need. Express the love that you feel inside. Without expectation, just express it because it makes you happy to be able to express it. A shooting star travels far. Understand your limits and express them truthfully. So set your boundaries. Tell people what you expect, what you don't want, and let them know what you're going to put up with, what you aren't going to put up with, what's okay, what isn't okay. And if they don't understand or don't get it or don't like it, then you need to move away from those situations. But you really need to start expressing yourself fully. You need to understand your own limits. You need to realize when you're working too much, when you're dedicating too much of yourself to the world around you. And you need to pull back some of that energy for you so you can enjoy life too. And when other people are constantly asking you to do things for them, don't just agree to every single thing without even thinking about what you have going on. A lot of times you end up flaking out on a bunch of different people and upsetting them because you agreed to do something. Sometimes you even offer up those things without even thinking it through. And then you're like, oh shit, I got all these things going on. And then you end up forgetting to do what you said you were going to do in the first place. And now those people are upset at you. What you really need to do is, in order to help other people to the best of your ability and take care of them, you need to take care of yourself too, so that you can be there for people in those ways. And in taking care of yourself and not saying yes to everything that everyone wants done, or not volunteering for every single thing, is really going to be very beneficial for you, and not feeling guilty about not doing that as well, and knowing that you will still be loved and you will still be cared about when you do this. And actually, you might even be loved and cared about even more, because you're not just the flaky person that everybody knows that constantly bails when people need them or when you offer up your services. Instead, you'll be known as somebody who's responsible and shows up and does what they say they're going to do, because you didn't overbook yourself with too many people. Happiness becomes you again. Wow, I didn't even know that was written on two different things, and they're from two different decks. I just threw all of these all together. I just found a bunch of the old ones I had and threw them all together in here. What does that say? Call on us anytime that you feel like you are alone. Remember, you never are. So you have a lot of people who love you, and they really love you, and they want you to know that you have helped a lot of people. Sometimes you need help too, and it's okay if you reach out and ask for that help when you need it too. Happiness becomes you. Let it fill you and radiate out onto the world. So fill yourself up with love, joy, gratitude, happiness, and love yourself. And know that you are an amazing person who is really valued and appreciated. And it's not valued and appreciated for your money. It's valued and appreciated for your love, your happiness, your joy that you bring. The beauty that you spread to the world around you is appreciated. People love these things about you. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.